Something we really need to consider is, what if the Lions do draft Justin Fields? Let's talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. Thank you for liking this video, for commenting, and subscribing. Sticking around the channel. We are 8 days out of the NFL draft. And with this being so close to said draft, something that we really do need to consider is, what if the Lions actually do draft Justin Fields? What if he is able to fall to the 7th spot and the Lions make that decision? What do we think about that? Now, I think that the Niners are going to be drafting Justin Fields. Just my prediction at this point. I think the whole Mac Jones thing is simply a disguise, a smokescreen, playing the cards close to the chest. I've been asked, is there any sort of selection that the Lions could make that would make me unhappy in the first round at the 7th spot? And my answer off the cuff is a QB. And it's not for lack of talent at the position. It's not for anything other than this. We have Goff here in Detroit through 2022 minimally. I think Goff is a winner. I know that's a hot take with a hot cup of joe, but I do believe that Goff's a winner, and if you put the right pieces around that young man, we could see success here in Detroit. I mean, quite frankly, is it wrong to say that Goff's a winner based on his track record in LA? Since moving to LA in 2017, Goff has had a winning record with the Rams for the last 4 years. So winning records for all 4 years in LA, 2 divisional titles, multiple playoff wins, and a Super Bowl appearance. So for you to look and say, the guy's not a winner, let's just go draft a quarterback, I think doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. And I know, before you go down the route of, well, he had McVay, he had Gurley, he had all the talent in the world around him, great offensive weapons, great defensive weapons. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. You're right. He did have the pieces to help him excel forward. However, if your quarterback is not a good quarterback, you're not going to the Super Bowl. You need a competent quarterback to get you where Goff has gone. He is more than competent, and I think with the right pieces around him in Detroit, you're looking at a successful franchise down the line. The Lions have tied their legs to Jared Goff's in a 3-legged race, and so in that case, would you not want to give him his best shot? So for us to use the 7th overall pick to draft his replacement down the line is not the way to give Goff his best shot. It's not the way to give the Lions franchise the best shot. I think we have to grab other pieces first. So with that being said, what if the Lions actually do draft Justin Fields at 7? First and foremost, I'd be bummed for every reason I just told you. Secondly, I would be bummed because that means we are passing on some solid defensive talent here this year, a piece that we need desperately in Detroit. That means we are also passing on the potential for weapons, wide receivers specifically, for Goff. I think looking at all that we're passing on bums me out more than saying we're grabbing Justin Fields. I'd also be bummed that we didn't have the opportunity to trade back, gain more draft capital, and use that in 2022. But the silver lining in it all, if the Lions were to draft Justin Fields, is that Fields is talented, incredibly talented, and that's the silver lining. I mean, looking at Fields' college career, just check out some of these stats. He went 418 for 623 completions to attempts. So you're looking at about a 68% completion percentage. He threw for a total of 5,701 yards, averaging out at about 9.2 yards per attempt. And one thing that we also know about Fields is his mobility. He is a dual threat option, and right now in the NFL, a mobile quarterback is a lustrous item, like a friggin' ruby or an emerald, depending on which color you like more, the shape of the jewel. I would be an emerald guy. That's my favorite color. In fact, check it out. I bought myself some new dice in this little green pouch. Look at this color. What? It's a beautiful set of dice. A nice jade, one might say. Didn't expect to grab you guys. Let's just take a second look at some of his college career rushing stats. He's had 260 rushing attempts, putting up a total of 1,133 yards and totaling out at 19 rushing TDs. He has mobility. He is a dual threat option. And I really do believe that Justin Fields is going to have success in the NFL. Fields has proven a ton in his college career, and he has even stacked the decks higher with his pro days, both of those showing off his skills and really the valuable asset that he will be. Will I be bummed if the Lions select him? Right off the bat, initially, yes, I am going to, because I do believe that the Lions have other needs first. That means we passed up on Sewell, most likely. It means we passed up on a defensive player, an explosive defensive player like Micah Parsons. It means we weren't able to trade back and gain draft capital. However, in the end, you are looking at the silver lining being you got Justin Fields. It will be the equivalent of getting sunburn. It hurts immediately. You're red as all get out, but in time, it sets that solid base layer. So rather than a silver lining, it's more like a bronze lining. Yeah, I tried. If the Lions were to draft Justin Fields, how do you feel? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Look forward to discussing with you. And as always, I'll catch you next time. No, let's talk Lions. It's a bad roll.